What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris bringing the next set from the Premier League Season 4. I had to restart this because I was stumbling so much on my words, so we're a little bit further in the draft than I would like, but notable things to I guess take note of. Vegas is on Team Empire, an ancient Dota player, has been in the scene for pretty much forever, since the beginning of time. Going up against Team Dignitas, who are currently 0-3, Team Empire is 1-2. So yeah, not that many wins under these two guys' belt, these two teams' belt, collective belt, I guess. I don't know. But the weird thing, Ancient Apparition being banned out by Team Empire, the only thing I can imagine that being the reason for is that Team Dignitas have been using him heavily as of late. I have not really been following Team Dignitas too closely outside of this tournament, so I don't know if they have been experimenting a whole lot with that hero. And Team Dignitas, instead of picking up a really standard first three, they're going to open up the Clockwork, Visage, and Puck. The heroes aren't exactly bad. Puck actually is frequently picked up in the first three, but Visage and Clockwork usually are left so that you could pick them up in the fourth or fifth pick. And then, of course, that means that they pass up the likes of the Darkseer as well as the Gyro, but you see Team Dignitas banning out the Darkseer themselves, so really, they had no intention of doing anything like that. They're going to finish their bans, Team Dignitas, with banning out the Shadow Demon. Taking note that Team Empire have Keeper of the Light, will be looking for another laning hero as well as another support hero. Team Empire have lost their Clinks player, Funnick. We're going to see if they still want to do something like that, or if they still can do something like that. With the lineup that they have right now, I would say that Funnick's Clinks would work in rather perfectly, but we're not going to be seeing that today. Team Empire taking note to ban out all of Team Dignitas' carries, Silencer as well, as kind of a pseudo carry, because Team Dignitas have pretty much one hero in every lane right now. With the Visage pickup, you kind of tell your opponents that, hey, we're going to try to go for a tri-lane. Whether it's aggressive or not still remains to be seen, but Team Dignitas can still pick up the Luna. They do have some of the more hard carries available in the pool. Luna Visage is a decent combo. You want to get a lot of burst damage out to fill up the soul assumption meter as quickly as possible so you could drop that nuke off onto the head of someone on Team Empire. So they're going to need two heroes that kind of offer a little bit of damage. You really want to get that soul assumption out as fast as possible, just to prevent anyone from salving up or possibly living because of a slow or a stun or something like that. Even though Team Empire right now, at this point, are kind of stun light, they have 0 stuns, except for Mana Leak, which is never used as a stun ever, which is kind of unfortunate.
10 seconds remaining.
Gotta get that Rupture combo. Mana Leak, Force Staff, yeah, that'll work. That'll do it. But Team Dignitas taking their time, and they're gonna go with the Witch Doctor. Very interesting. Team Dignitas, I gotta say, one of my favorite teams, just because of how well they pick their heroes. They run weird strategies, and I love to see that. Team Empire, they're of course very solid, so I don't want to say I dislike Team Empire. I do appreciate seeing very, very solid Dota, but I think a little bit more than that, I appreciate seeing creativity in their picks, and this is creativity at its finest. Team Dignitas running a Witch Doctor. The thing about Witch Doctor and his role compared to other support heroes, I was actually talking to someone about this the other day.
Enchantress.
Witch Doctor is a support hero who has some pretty good range and some pretty good damage. However, his stun is incredibly unreliable. You get a guaranteed 1 stun on someone, but then other than that, it's really up to chance and how well you time the throwing of the cask. If you time it so that there's only like 1 creep left in the other hero, then you get the bounces, yes, but then compared to other support heroes who could go at any time and don't have to wait for that creep the lanes to be in such a status.
5 seconds
he is really weak in comparison. You could put out a lot of damage with that Maledict, and of course we might see some Skrillex with some Death Ward action. However, that's most likely not going to happen unless Witch Doctor for some reason is played in the mid role. Do not think that's going to come today, unfortunately. Witch Doctor will be a pretty much guaranteed stun for Team Dignitas, and Team Empire still have yet to pick up any stuns, so it's going to be incredibly difficult for Team Empire to kill off this Weaver as well as the Puck without any lockdown. They are going to have to build an Orchid, which is what I expect to see from the Nature Prophet and possibly even the Queen of Pain, picking up really fast Orchids. Anyway, let's go over who's playing what before we keep talking about the draft. Scandal is going to be playing that Nature's Prophet. Go Black is on that Enchantress. Blow Your Brain hard carrying the Life Stealer. Silence is going to be playing the Keeper of the Light, and Vigos is going to be playing the Queen of Pain, heading towards the mid lane. Dignitas U-Bomb, I guess that's Universe. I guess. I don't know who Problematic is, so I'm going to go over him last, I guess. Owie is going to be playing the Visage. Tides is going to be playing the Witch Doctor, and Fogged is captaining that Puck. Who is Prince Charming? Problematic? Who are you, bro? Okay, it's just way too sexy. Want to make sure that Dignitas haven't pulled a fast one on me and switched up their lineup or using a stand-in with a tag or have a substitute or something like that. But they're all heading towards the top lane. Grave Chill being picked up on Visage level 1 doesn't last very long, but the move speed swing is fairly substantial. Looks like it is going to be a tri-lane for Empire. They're going to run straight into the Dignitas squad, and this is not what you want to have happen when you're up against a Witch Doctor. When there's only heroes here, Paralyzing Cast is Chain Frost with a stun, especially at level 1. The stun is very, very harsh to deal with. And it looks like we might see Universe heading down to the bottom lane. I actually want to make sure I'm also getting this correct. Yes, of course. It does seem to be Universe. Who else would be U-Bomb, right? But he's going to head towards the bot lane. He's going to be soloing a lane against the Nature's Prophet. He is going to be outranged. However, the Weaver should be able to harass the Nature's Prophet pretty decently. That is going to force the Clockwork up into this hard lane with a tri-lane. Tides as well as Owie up here, holding the Clockwork's hand just a little bit. This isn't the combo that we usually see with the Clockwork Goblin, just because he needs some pretty good setup if you're going to move in and actually get the cogs out. So if Clockwork in an aggressive tri-lane needs that setup, a common combo that we see is Bane with the Clockwork, because Nightmare into cogs is, if you miss that, then you have much larger problems to worry about than the other team. Cask is going to fly into Blow Your Brain. Bounces, unfortunately, showing their unreliability, bouncing down to the range creep and then down to the melee creep. So Blow Your Brain saving himself a little bit of danger as far as that goes. Clockwork is going to have to get a couple of levels up because Cogs at this point not very reliable either. So really Dignitas, they're running a all or nothing lane. They are counting on the Paralyzing Cast to fly. They're counting on that to set up for the power cogs, and they're counting on those power cogs to make enough damage so that Visage can pick up enough damage for his Soul Assumption to actually do something. Owie mining through the trees very aggressively, just passively harassing Blow Your Brain while being safe at the same time from the creeps. Very cute play from him. But if any action happens, it's probably going to be on this top lane. We'll see how Tides works with this Witch Doctor. Oh, Vigos in a little bit of trouble. Fog is trying to get a kill onto Vigos, but he's going to blink away safely. Does have a bottle, plus 2 salves even. So Fog already holding down the lane pretty decently versus this Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain, unfortunately, versus a Puck, has her harassment options limited. You cannot Shadow Strike the Puck because he will phase shift it every single time. And what are you doing? Diving Scandal. My apologies for missing most of that one, but Go Black did come in with the Troll Warlord, Troll Summoner, I guess he's called now, and Scandal is going to survive that engagement, even picking up First Blood. Gives him a quick Ring of Basilius. So he does have that extra mana regen. Owie is in a little bit of an odd situation. Blow Your Brain can corner him, although there is a Tango up on the Visage. But anyways, as I was saying, Vigos has his harassment options limited, whereas Fog is going to use that phase shift whenever he damn well pleases because it is a free spell, and even going aggressive onto Vigos is going to get the silence a little bit too late, but the right click from Puck is going to force Vigos out of the lane once more. Where is Fog's bottle? It is coming out to him right now, so he's going to continue to lay down the hurt. Go Black, in the meantime, has been jungling the enemy's jungle, has felt relatively secure in doing that, seeing as though there are 3 heroes on the top lane, so there's really not going to be anyone in the jungle anytime soon. Going to apply a little bit more pressure to Universe, who has been holding down the lane, doing very, very well versus the Nature's Prophet. Engagement on the top lane, Blow Your Brain getting slowed once again. Cask going to bounce between the range creep. There's the reliability they need. Unfortunately, the rage just in time. The Soul Assumption with that travel time was too slow to get there, and Blow Your Brain is going to survive, going to salve up, plus a Tango, and he's going to be just fine. Dignitas letting a kill escape from them, although there really wasn't anything additional that they could have done to ensure that kill. Maybe throw the Soul Assumption a little bit earlier, but that might not have been enough damage. Regardless, Blow Your Brain is going to survive. Silent still doing the supporting action. Keeper of the Light making sure that this lane doesn't get pushed too out of control. But he is a very soft target who that Visage and Tides with their base damage alone pretty much can harass back and possibly even kill Silent once the cask gets thrown. We're just going to speed up this pause. There we go. Because pauses are for losers. Owie as well as Tides looking to make a dive on this top lane. Dignitas is problematic, way too sexy. Gonna get a cog onto Silent, who's unfortunately too slow to run away from this one. He's gonna drop to some of the Rocket players. Tides even picking up level 1 Voodoo Restoration. We'll see if that's what he wants to continue with. Scandal going to get a Sprout onto Tides. Is there any Tango out? One more right click will kill off the Witch Doctor, a very soft hero, 1 armor and very low HP. Owie going to get that Grave Chill on the Bully Brain. Unfortunately getting blocked a little bit by Way Too Sexy. Vigos is going to blink in for that Screaming Pain. Does he have his ultimate? No, he does not quite yet. The Cogs are going to push Vigos back, and that is going to eliminate the rest of his mana. Owie is going to survive at very low HP. It is in the end a 1-for-1 trade, a support for a support. Who got the kill? Actually, Nature's Prophet got the kill. So Nature's Prophet is actually getting a lot done in this game, despite the fact that he's not getting any farm. He is getting the kills, has all the kills for Team Empire, and that space on the bot lane was filled by Go Black, so Universe had something to contest his farm, although Universe still doing very, very well on this bot lane. He could harass back to Scandal very, very easily, so Nature's Prophet really needs these hero kills in order to stay competitive in this game, or else he's just going to fall so far behind. Nature's Prophet is the type of hero who can recover from that, although it can get a little bit difficult when you are that far behind and when the person that you have been feeding is a Weaver, who is although the Weaver lacks a stun, is a very, very capable counter versus the Nature's Prophet. Puck just doing some harassment damage versus Vigos in the mid lane. How's this mid lane doing actually? Puck and Vigos are relatively standing toe to toe. Blink Scream completely dodged by Fog. Shadow Strike is going to land, but dodging level 3 Scream in favor of level 1 Shadow Strike. I'll take that trade. But Puck, unfortunately for him, does not have any more of the bottle charges left. Owie using his mana fairly liberally just to harass back Bully Brain. 2 right clicks and with a Grave Chill. Not exactly the most cost-effective mana harassment. But Bully Brain has all alone right now. Silent as well as Go Black. They've moved to the Dire jungle. Dignitas' Owie's got to be careful. He is getting more and more points in the Grave Chill, not prioritizing that Soul Assumption actually. Just wants that Grave Chill to set up for Way Too Sexy. And usually you do see a little bit more of the nuke being picked up. Soul Assumption has some pretty good scaling on that. And Owie, you are so very dead. There's the open wounds. He stole the movement speed, but the cannon is being armed. Cog's not going to be in time. Way Too Sexy is still in a little bit of trouble. He does have the Cogs, so he should be just fine. Although he's going to get slowed down. He's going to try to put himself into the trees. Go Black. Scandal, I'm sorry, teleporting in for this. Way Too Sexy stuck in his Cogs. He's going to drop Universe, teleporting to this lane. He's going to get a kill onto Silent, pretty much guaranteed. Tides here as well. The stun, though, not really working out. Scandal's going to get a Sprout onto Tides, and Vigos is still here for the Scream Pain. 2 right clicks will do him in. Meantime, Universe still trying to go for Scandal. He should be able to pick this kill up. Nature's Prophet out of mana. Jukes. The Jukes. No, they're not going to be in time. Meantime, Fog going to go for Vigos, going to drop the Dream Coil for this. The Queen of Pain is out of mana, going to pop some magical charge as well as the ultimate. It is going to hit well on Fog, and that is going to kill Fog. Bully Brain picking up that kill. Owie has arrived to this fight. Where's the Grave Chill? There it is onto Bully Brain. Rocket Flare flying out, going to hit well onto Go Black. Universe, though, out of mana. Bully Brain on the run is going to infest into Go Black. Another Cannon Blast from the Keeper of Light, who's still in this back end. He's just firing off those Cannon Blasts one after another. In the end, the engagement finally does end, and it is 4-6 in favor of Empire. Let's see how the kills actually got distributed. Universe does have 2 kills from that one. Scandal picking up 1 as well. Bully Brain and Vigos are both with kills, and Go Black making it out of there alive, as does Bully Brain. And Bully Brain has been having his farm restricted somewhat just because of the lane that he's in. Can't get too close to this clockwork or else you're trapped in the Cogs, and then there's Soul Assumption and Grave Chill, and then you're just unhappy all around. But picking up those kills and those assists, and most importantly not dying to this dual, the X tri lane, now dual lane I suppose, he's been doing pretty well to ensure that he is going to survive in this lane. Not exactly thrive in the lane, but hell, what could you expect against a Clockwork? You really need a third hero to help out with that, and Go Black has been doing his best to shut down Universe in the bot lane. Relatively unsuccessful. Universe looks like, well, he's packing a couple Sage's masks. Usually the build for Weaver is Lincoln Sphere or Radiance Rush. Orchid is a decent item on Weaver, although, well, I guess he's kind of comfortable going for this because he doesn't have to worry about any stuns from Empire. So you don't really need that Lincoln Sphere to protect yourself. Tides of Time, though, in a huge amount of trouble. Scandal is looking for the Sprout. Blurry Brain's going to cut him off, and one more Imp, as well as right clicks from Blurry Brain, will kill off that Witch Doctor. Universe is here, although 1v3, not really good odds, especially 1v4. Vegas with the Haste Rune. They want to get a kill onto Universe, who has already used his time lapse. Ward is going to drop down. Universe should be safe as long as he doesn't. Oh, no, now he's in a lot of danger. Treants being summoned, Scandal, as well as Go Black with some pretty high pushing power. Universe, is he going to stick around for this? He's going to Shikuchi out, maybe trying to play a couple mind games. He's in a lot of trouble. The fortification is going to pop off. Teleportation is coming in. 1, 2, 3 teleports, and Weaver gets the deny on that tower. Owie going to get his wounds opened up immediately. The Familiars looking for a stun. Who's it going to be? Scandal is going to get killed before he can teleport out of there. Vigos silence as well. He's going to drop. Blurry Brain is locked in place. He's also going to die. Now Go Black going to be the last one. Going to get a kill onto Tides right before he does die, but his Soul Assumption going to do some big damage. Universe should be able to pick up that kill. No, it's actually Fogged with a double kill. So Dignitas taking a 1-for-4 trade there with the trio of teleportations plus a tower denial. Empire, that play did not go the way they wanted. Universe with that very, very well timed deny, and then all those heroes teleporting in. The Life Stealer is unfortunately stuck in the back end, and Visage, level 7, actually has managed to pick up quite a few levels from this top lane. Picked up his Familiars really, really early, and the Familiars, especially when you are just summoning them, they do some pretty sick damage. 10 plus 56, and they attack really damn quickly as well. What is it? 0.4 seconds per attack? So the attacks come really, really fast, and they hit really, really hard. When everyone is at low HP, the Familiars, their right-click damage, I would say, is a little bit more useful than the Stone form. You want to make sure you burn the damage charges on the Familiars, then go into Storm form. Sometimes it is very difficult to actually make that happen. However, in such a situation where you're trapped in the trees and the Life Stealer is just whacking away at you, then it's really easy to just A-click the Familiars. Vigos is now going to be the target of the gank. Is Hookshot up? Yes, it is. Let's see if it could land. Way too sexy, looking for it. Is smoked up. It's going to be Tides, who's going to get his smoke revealed. Going to catch Vigos with the stun. Oh, very, very quick blink away from Vigos. If that stun landed, it would have been a hook shot into the face. Cogs, as well as the battery assault. Not sure if that would have been enough damage to kill off the Queen of Pain. She can blink out of there. Although with Owie around as well, it would have been extraordinarily close. Top lane still getting pushed in. It's going to be Silent Scandal as well as Go Black, the pushing trio from Empire, going to put some heavy pressure onto this tower with only the Familiars to defend. This tower is not long for life. No one, Universe isn't up here to deny it this time. So it is going to be what looks like a free tower for Empire, while the rest of Dignitas hanging around this mid lane, not sure what they are aiming to accomplish right now.
Top tower has been denied.
Holy crap, they got the deny. Owie with the Familiars, as I said before, they do some pretty good damage. This is 50 damage a pop for each of them. That's 100 damage right there. Of course, you have to deal with building armor and stuff like that, but hey, they got a second deny. Empire is getting a lot of gold taken away from them. They still have control of all of their tier 1s. However, you see the gold advantage, only 250 in favor of Empire, where that should be around 2,000 should those denies have not occurred. EXP, pretty even as well. So, this game is looking, they're fairly toe-to-toe with one another. Blurry Brain has picked up an Orb of Venom. I do like seeing that, just because Orb of Venom, I feel, is a very underrated item. It's mostly because it's so cheap, so it's not really a huge investment. I would like to see a Scotty from that, although I don't think that is actually going to happen. Universe, though, has been getting a lot of farm, has the most gold per minute. Actually, Fog is not too far behind. He has 700 gold in the bank. He's going to be working towards his Blink Dagger. Universe is going straight for an Orchid. He wants to shut down this Queen of Pain. He wants to get rid of the Escape from Nature's Prophet, any of those opportunities. The stun is going to fly into Scandal. Look at it go. Universe can do some heavy damage to Scandal. I don't think Nature's Prophet can get out of this. He's going to trap himself in this Sprout. You are very, very dead. Time Lapse out is going to save Dignitas' Universe. He's going to go into the trees and just teleport out of there. Blurry Brain should not have enough damage. Ooh, using the Fade Time from Shikuchi, newly implemented, I believe. Does it have a fade time? Yeah, fade time, 0.25 seconds. And the hookshot is going to fly and latch onto Silent in this mid lane. Way too sexy. Is going to get pushed out, however. Fogged is going to replace him, where one is removed. One will come back in. Puck, though, going to run straight into Go Black. He's very low on HP. One impetus. Needs another one. Fogged is on the run. Lose your orb, and he's going to teleport out in the trees. Should be absolutely fine. Vigos going to blink forward. Scream Pain. Not in range or too late. Regardless, the Puck does escape. Very, very well executed gank by Dignitas, getting that hook shot, and even though the Clockwork was pushed out of there, Puck was there to take his place. And In the meantime, Universe still on the spot lane, still getting some pretty sick farm. The Orchid is going to come up really, really quickly. This is not Clink's, but hey, for all intents and purposes, it may as well be. Geminate attack is not being the priority for Weaver. Going to instead prioritize the Swarm and get as much flat damage as he can, because I guess it kind of makes sense. The Geminate attack really works if you build up damage. In Orchid, it does do some pretty good damage, but it's not exactly the most intense damage item. Still, I would like to see more points in Geminate as opposed to the Swarm, which it really doesn't do that much. If you could keep the Swarm beetles alive, then it's really nice. But doing so is really hard, especially when up against a Nature's Prophet with the Treants, as well as Enchantress, who has always a couple of creeps with her. Looks like Aoi is actually farming the top lane with those familiars, sticking around in the mid lane as well. So this is some really weird split pushing from Dignitas. Not weird in the sense that it won't work, because it is working. He's getting a lot of farm from these two guys. But you just don't see this kind of split pushing, just because, well, first of all, Visage isn't really seen that much, and usually you want to keep your familiars with you. Familiars do have some pretty long cooldowns, so you could make an argument that says, you know, you could have your familiars in one place, and you could have essentially your second set of familiars with you at all times, but you don't really want to be spamming familiars when you don't really have to, because that mana cost is pretty steep. Visage is most of the time strapped for mana, and it has a very long cooldown. 180 seconds is a very, very long time to wait, especially when the familiars can get taken out so easily. That's pretty much, I believe that is the cooldown of Black Hole, if I remember correctly. But both teams continuing to farm. Universe almost at his Orchid. It's going to be flying out to him any moment now. Tides, he is only level 5, hasn't really been getting all that much experience. 4 deaths on him, not exactly helping his cause. But he's actually gone for 1 point of stats after only 1 point in Voodoo Restoration. This Witch Doctor really is being played purely as a play stun. And if you're going to pick a Witch Doctor for that, then you gotta beg the question, why not just go for a Vengeful Spirit? Because Vengeful Spirit offers a whole lot more than just a play stun. The play stun is 100% reliable and does a lot more damage. So still kind of questioning this Witch Doctor pick. We'll see if it makes sense in the later game. How Witch Doctor is one of those heroes that, the support heroes that scales well into the late game, mostly because of the Maledict. That damage amplification is really, really huge, but he doesn't even have any points in that, and it's, judging by the way he's leveling up right now, it's going to be a long time before he gets any points in that. Universe has picked up his Orchid, so now he can make solo kills happen, even though before he can make solo kills happen, Universe going to dive onto Silent. Oh, going very aggressive. Take a little bit of creep aggro. There's the Silent onto Silence. Universe going to dive so deeply for this one. However, the Silence just going to wear off. Universe got a time lapse out of there. Where is he? He's at the tier 2 tower. Vigos is coming with the haste rune, and Universe is looking to teleport away from this one. He's going to hide deep in the trees, and he is going to get away from there, once again using that fade time from Shikuchi to help him escape. And it is in the end going to be Tides who's going to most likely die. The stun coming back onto Vigos, however, the burst is not going to be in time. Vigos, though, saving his Sonic Wave. That stun was so very lucky. And you could say, oh, you can't do that with Vengeful Spirit. It's true. But at the same time, when could you actually do that with Witch Doctor? That pretty much never happens. So the unreliable nature of Witch Doctor really helping him for the first time in this game, I feel. Oh, Empire's Go Black in a whole lot of trouble. The Familiar's doing some heavy damage to him. And the pause. Of course you gotta have a pause. And of course, we are going to unpause. Go Black is still on the run. The nuke is going to fly out from Maui, making space for his familiar so that Way Too Sexy could get that hook shot in. And Go Black, pushing mid lane all by himself, is going to pay the price. I'm not sure if hook shot lands on these familiars. Familiars are really weird. They're like magic immune, but only like mostly magic immune. They get hit by some things, I believe. I think they might be just like couriers, although I'm not sure.
Dire's bottom tower
So I don't know if hook shot will just fly right through or not. Regardless, moving those out of the way, making sure Way Too Sexy is guaranteed to get that stun. Very solid play. And the tower is going to drop. Let's see if Empire can get a deny a la Universe. It's not going to happen. Visage with those familiars claims another tower. Blink forward from Fogged. Is he going to drop his ultimate for Vigos? Now just using that illusory orb to get on out of there. No, actually just quick wave Tides. Going to throw the cask, force out the blink from the Queen of Pain. That cask is really, really expensive as far as the mana cost is concerned. You can't really afford to keep doing that. Blair Raiden has been pushing out the top lane this entire time. Has picked up his drums, another 1900 gold from him. Teleportation actually cancelled. He wants to stick on this top lane for just a little bit longer. Everyone from Dignitas is completely spotted out from this newly placed ward from Empire, and looks like they're going to get initiated upon. Vigas wants blood. He's going to find it as well. Way Too Sexy is going to get screamed, as well as Shadow Strike can take a couple of impetus charges as well. Does have a mechanism, but that's not going to help him against this magic damage. Vigas is going to play straight into the cogs, so the impetus will be enough with the help of Enchantress as well. The Death Ward is going to get dropped, combined with the Silence. Is going to pop Go Black? No, it's not. But one more right click from the Universe will kill him off. There it goes. He's going to go next for Scandal. Going to dive the tier 2s because why not? Silent also very, very weak as well. And with the movement speed you get with not only Tranquil Boots but also Chikuchi, he's going to get a kill onto that Nature's Prophet, taking a blast. However, he's going to tie lapse all that damage away. And in the meantime, blow your brain in the mid lane and try and take down this tower. Let's see if Aoi could make it happen for a second time. It's not going to happen. Blow Your Brain, I don't think he even tried actually, Aoi. But Blow Your Brain taking down the first tower successfully from Dignitas. However, Dignitas in that little engagement did lose the puck, did lose the clockwork. However, they picked up a couple important heroes as well. Not sure if Queen of Pain died, I don't think she did. I think it was all the supports that died from Team Empire, but still Dignitas with a kill lead. Gold earned a little bit in their favor, experience a little bit in their favor as well. But really, it's the farm from Team Empire, the Nature's Prophet now at the hand of Midas, so his ultimate also helping very much so. Blow Your Brain has been farming very well as well. He does have his drum as well as his armlet, so Empire, they're finding the farm, although they're kind of getting the kills on the enemy team. The kills on the enemy team have been mostly focused on Universe, which is the worst possible situation for Empire. You do not want to have this Weaver getting big, because he's going to dive Silent, going to backdoor the tower, because why not? Gene Coil only onto one teleportation out from Silent. Will it be in time? The Beatles will be in time. Weaver breaking through that 80% miss chance to get a kill on the Keeper Light. Unfortunate for the Keeper. Universe is going to be spotted out. Vigas does know that the Weaver is still around. However, Go Black is moving up, but everyone else from Dignitas is also moving up. Way Too Sexy standing right on top of an enemy ward, so he's spotted out. There's a silence on Vigas. Hookshot is going to land. There it is onto Blow Your Brain, getting in the way, taking the bullet for Vigas. Now Way Too Sexy, and as well as Universe going to take a Sonic Wave. However, the mech is going to pop off. Vigas on the run. One more hit will kill him off. There it goes. Way Too Sexy going to run away from Go Black. It will be very close, but the nuke from Visage on the high ground, plus the damage from Vog should bring down the Enchantress. The Wisp actually going to heal her enough. Now Way Too Sexy is on the run from Blow Your Brain. He's going to get killed by the Familiars. Beautiful cogs from Way Too Sexy. The horses are going to come in time before that teleportation can complete, though, and Empire lose two of their most important heroes in exchange for two of Dignitas' I guess least important heroes. Very good exchange, very aggressive exchange from Team Dignitas, diving all the way back here. Visage was up on the high ground the entire time. He was perfectly safe, and Weaver did barely manage to get out there with his life. So he picked up a couple, one more kill and a couple of assists on this guy. Now he's packing around an ultimate orb, so it's going to be a light Lincoln Sphere, possibly? I don't know, the options for Weaver are pretty much wide open at this point. Could be a match style, pretty good pickup. But Empire, unfortunately, losing their life stealer after boldly taking the hookshot from Way Too Sexy. Saved Vigas at least for a little bit, but Vigas in the end was picked off, and now Empire, they do have that dire side advantage. They're going to go straight for the Roshan. And with the Universe on this top side, no way to get him back towards the Roshan. Looks like it is going to be a free Aegis. Using those trees to scout out for any possible familiars that are in the area. And no flares actually being thrown out. The Roshan is going to drop for free, and Vigas takes himself a double life. Oh no, Scandal, you don't want to be there. Tides is invisible, and surprise gank. No, wait. Surprise gank. Death Ward is going to be dropped down. Play some Skrillex, because Scandal is going to drop. Even a flare coming in as a celebratory act. But Scandal teleporting to the wrong place at the wrong time means that he is going to pay the price. Meantime, the top lane tier 1 tower has been dropped as well from Visage. Taking another tower, I believe. That was the second tower. So he has actually completed his Rod of Atos. Queen of Pain, finding the Witch Doctor a little bit too far away from home. Two people in that Dream Coil, however. Who's going to be the target of focus? It's going to be Vigas. Hookshot missing as Vigas moves back towards the fight. Vigas is going to drop, loses the Age. Universe, though, time-lapsing all of that damage done to him. Blow Your Brain already going to kill the puck, but he's taking some pretty heavy damage. Invest into something. Sonic Wave over absolutely everyone. Going to give Queen of Pain a kill on the Clockwork. Aoi on the run. Does have one more nuke. Going to drop it onto Vigas, but it's not going to be in time. Blow Your Brain trying to kill off these familiars. They're both going to make it out alive. However, the Dyer's Courier actually gets sniped. I don't know from what. But these familiars are pretty much going to die. I don't think you could run away from this one, familiar. Right click, and another 200 gold for Empire. Universe has escaped from that one. He's going to escape a second time, although if he gets blinded, no, it's not going to happen. But Universe does escape from that one. Dignitas playing very aggressive again. Did pick off the Queen of Pain, but that was just the Aegis, so it really wasn't worth it for them. The Witch Doctor's lack of stun there was actually pretty huge. When there's only heroes, then the Paralyzing Cask suddenly becomes one of the best spells in the game. But getting picked off so early, and then Dignitas insisting on taking the 4v5 fight regardless, didn't exactly go well for them. Sonic Wave over half your team doesn't really help either. And that was even after Fog dropped his Dream Coil, tried to kill Go Black really quickly, tried to kill Vigos really quickly. Unfortunately, that just could not happen. So 17-16 is the score, 23 minutes in. We are still pretty much neck and neck. Dignitas have a slight gold advantage, and Empire have a slight experience advantage. But in the end, it is nothing that either team can't overcome. It's really going to be a lot of pressure onto Universe to start dealing a lot more damage. Going with the Orchid gives you a good amount of utility. The damage amplification is nice as well, but Universe is going to have to start dealing the damage himself, and that means he needs to build some sort of damage item. With this Manta style, if I'm assuming it's Manta style, that will help a great bit, although with Illuminate flying through, as well as Queen of Pain being on the field, combine that with an Aegis Prophet Ultimate means his illusions, they're not going to last very long. They're not even going to be really tanky just because of Weaver's lack of HP. It is going to be a Manta style. It's going to help his damage output, but his illusions aren't going to survive for very long. Would have liked to see like something a little bit more straightforward, or at least a health item. This is kind of in that ugly middle ground between HP item from that Ultimate Orb and damage item from the Yasha. 4-man push, Dignitas looking to take a tier 2 tower. They could land a good hook shot onto Vigos and bring him down before the fight. Oh, they actually can't anymore because the BKB is up on the Queen of Pain. Nothing from Dignitas, except for, I still don't remember if hook shot goes through BKB, but either way, the right clicks from the Weaver are going to be the only thing that's going to be reliable, and even then, he doesn't really deal that much damage because Orchid is going to be blocked by the BKB. Tide's going to get opened up by Bloody Brain. Let's see if we can bring him down. There's Dream Coil onto 3. It's not going to do much, however, they're all going to be just fine. Universe standing his ground. Going to try to kill off Silent, taking a little bit of damage from Scandal. Going to force a time lapse very, very early in this fight. Silent is going to die to Fog as well as Universe. Now they're going to go towards Go Black. In the meantime, hookshot being used, going to slow down Bloody Brain. However, the damage from the Familiar shouldn't be enough. Bloody Brain's going to Armlet Surf, keep himself alive. Universe has already time lapsed out, and he's going to be just fine. Fog, very, very healthy actually, hasn't taken much damage from this at all. Pulling forward from the Queen of Pain, looking for Universe once more. If he just unleashed that Scream of Pain, he would have gotten a kill unknowns to him. And Universe now going to turn around for the silence onto Vigos. And Vigos is going to drop. Very, very well played from Universe, using those Tranquil Boots to just get a little bit more HP in kind of insurance. Queen of Pain unfortunately could have unleashed that the Scream of Pain, would have gotten herself that free kill on that Weaver, but wanted to save it for when she knew that it was a guaranteed pickup. Bloody Brain did survive that fight, 427 on him, and he's almost at 3,000 gold. He is going to pick up a Mithril Hammer, so it's going to be a Desolator most likely. It is going to be a Desolator, 100% likely. And Dignitas, well, they take a pretty good trade. They lost a couple heroes to that Lifestealer, who mostly Dignitas, they have to try to keep their heroes away from the Lifestealer. Like, try to kite him around, and hopefully Universe can kill the entire enemy team before Bloody Brain killed the entirety of your team. Whether or not that can be possible in the future, I really don't know. The Rod of Atos is actually helping quite a bit. The Cripple does a lot of kiting work versus the Lifestealer. Not exactly the most reliable counter. Usually people recommend Force Staff, they recommend Ghost Scepter, or just pick up a friggin' Rod of Atos and slow him down after that rage. Why not? That is the rich man's counter, because he can. Even packing up an Ogre Club. I want to say that is going to be for a Heaven's Halberd, which will also shut down the Lifestealer once that rage is done. So they really have to just live through 6 seconds of increased attack speed from the Lifestealer. After that, they could open up with a slew of spells. Kind of similar situation for the Queen of Pain as well. Survive through her BKB, and then you can make her pay. Dignitas have yet to pick up any BKBs of their own. But again, Empire, they don't really have that much in the way of stun. Vigos going to get initiated upon by Universe, throwing out the Beetles, going to miss, however. Universe is going to get himself out of there. Manta Style is up on him. However, these illusions you can see, not doing all that much. Don't have much damage, don't have much health. Way too sexy. Looking around for Go Black, he's completely spotted out, and does he want to fight this? He's going to get slowed down. Here comes Nature's Prophet, thinking about it. Hookshot. Hookshot's pretty secure at the angle.
Dire's
There's a
middle
teleportation.
tower
The tower
has
does
been
get denied by Vigas, and the initiation onto Universe is going to shoot you away immediately. Blow your brain. Silence cannot complete his rage. Can he get brought down before his rage popped off? He's going to invest into Vigas. He's going to be just fine. Vigas with that BKB is completely secure. Silent, though, is going to get worked over by the Death Ward. There's the Skrillex that I wanted to see. Vigas on the run with Nax inside of him. Scandal also on the run. However, it is Empire to ultimately tie it up. Universe as well as Tide still looking for Go Black. Let's see if the stun's going to cooperate with him. It is not. It's going to go straight to the creep wave. Scandal getting a stun before he can teleport himself out of there. Enchantress is going to pick up Witch Doctor. Universe on the hunt for Blow Your Brain. Needs one more attack. Is it going to happen? It's not going to happen. It actually missed on the high ground. So Weaver, unfortunately, unable to do enough damage. The rest of his team was picked off, and Empire actually tie it up in the end. A very, very clutch infest from the Lifestealer. Not enough damage from Team Dignitas. If they had just a little bit more, they could have brought down the Lifestealer, which would have meant no infest damage later on. That would have saved themselves a lot of trouble, but unfortunately the Lifestealer is extraordinarily tanky, even if he doesn't have that magic immunity because of a silence beforehand. He's just going to sit there, try to lifesteal as much as he can, or look to infest someone straight after. Very, very secure escape mechanism for him. Vigas now in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get hookshotted straight to the face. Swarm as well. Vigas, does he have enough time to blink out of here? The damage should be enough. He's going to try, but it's Universe with a beyond godlike streak who's going to kill Vigas yet again. They're going to look for Silent. No, it's actually going to be helping the Familiars. Do they get open wounds? He casted it. I don't know if they get slowed down. Well, there's only one in the field, so I guess he picked up one. So fair enough. Way too sexy. Gonna look again for initiation. It's going to be Blow Your Brain. If you get the cogs on him, it's going to be huge. There's the cogs. Beal's going to fly, but completely blocked by that rage. Way too sexy now. Going to take a lot of damage from Blow Your Brain. Cogs, though, slowing him down. Universe is on the run. Tide's going to come. This stun could be absolutely huge, but they've scattered. There's the Death Ward doing some heavy damage to Silent, but he's going to get killed in 2 hits by Go Black. Universe as well as Owie trying to hide in the corner. The Familiar will make a wall for him. Universe is on the run. Sentry Wards or not, he should be able to escape. And there's Dream Coil coming in from Fog. It's going to kill off Silent with the help of Owie. Still in the trees. Where is the Puck, actually? Where did he go? He blinked out of there. Blow Your Brain still alive, as is Owie, although the trees get demolished. There goes your escape. Nuke gonna fly out into Blow Your Brain, not be enough to kill him. Universe on the run, no True Sight, however, so it is going to be disjointed. Owie still alive, and he's going to make his way out of there. Puck as well, getting a kill onto Lifestealer and then getting out. Dignitas taking a little bit of a better trade this time. Vigas, though, has returned from his kill on the mid lane, and with the help of Scandal teleporting in for that sprout onto Owie, they should be able to take down this Visage. They will. It is Nature's Prophet to get that kill, and he's sitting on a good stack of gold, 2100 gold on him as well. Ultimate Orb being picked up, possibly going to be a sheep stick on him. But Empire kind of salvaged that fight, ended up turning it into a 25 for 25 total score. Once again, the gold hovering at around the same point in experience, dipping back and forth, but it is still such a dead even game. This is the good Dota that I like to see, combined with strange picks, although I've got to say this Witch Doctor isn't really pulling his weight. The Death Ward is doing a little bit of damage, but it's pretty much just like a suicide spell. Like if you cast it, then the enemy team is going to focus you, and with 1100 HP and 3 armor, you're not going to last very long. He does have level 2 of it right now, completely skipping that Maledict. He has 3 points in that stat bonus actually, so he's investing a lot into this Death Ward. He wants this Death Ward to get up, and he wants it to channel for as long as it possibly can channel for. However, you saw last game, it really didn't last for that long. Universe now looking for the mid lane, where there is Go Black, unknowns to him. However, there's the rest of the Empire team right behind him. Universe is going to open up onto Go Black with the help of Way Too Sexy's initiation hookshot. The Blinding Flash is going to do a lot of work for against Universe. Go Black is going to survive not for very long, however. Horse is going to fly through as well as a Sonic Wave. Everyone from Team Dignitas still alive. Way Too Sexy is going to run away from Vigas. Shouldn't make it out of there. Blow Your Brain with the infest damage, not enough to kill the Witch Doctor or Owie. So in the end, it is going to be a 1 for 2. Universe picking off 1 in the end. Puck's going to return to this fight. Blow Your Brain is silenced, has to run away. Dream Coil on him, going to try to armlet surf his way out, but it's not going to happen. Universe does enough damage to kill him off. Universe, does he have his ultimate? No, he does not. He's going to stick around, however, going to get a kill onto Scandal with a triple kill onto Universe. It is looking a little bit bleak for Empire. They got 4 kills. They got 4 of their heroes killed in exchange for only 2 heroes from Dignitas, their supports even. So if it was a kill onto Universe, if it was a kill onto the Puck, that might have been worth it. But Universe now is getting really, really big. He has his Demon Edge in the works. It is definitely going to be an MKB to get rid of that Blinding Light mischance. That Blinding Light almost saved Go Black. However, it just wasn't enough. Universe with enough attack speed and the Geminate attack did grant him that kill onto the Enchantress, who does have 2 points of untouchable, so Universe is still doing the damage even through that. Aoi now with that Aghanim Scepter. The Aghanim Scepter will make him really tanky. The third familiar for that third stun as well as the right click damage is pretty substantial. However, when you pick up that Aghanim Scepter, that is another 100 gold that the enemy could pick up when they kill these familiars. And these familiars haven't really been lasting that long in the fight, so it is feeding a lot of gold for Team Empire. And now it's going to feed a little bit more gold for Team Empire. So it's really up to Aoi to control those familiars in a good way, make sure that he keeps them alive. So every time you lose those familiars, you lose not only the damage and stun, but you lose a lot of gold, and they're on a huge cooldown, so you can't even do it that often. Way Too Sexy is around, wants initiation. Where is he? The hook shot is going to fly. No, it's not. The Hell Bear is in the way, so the hook shot does not come out. Looks like Hell Bear going to get eaten by a beetle. No, Bullier Brain eats the beetle. Way Too Sexy is looking for initiation. However, Silence with that blinding light is proving to be a very, very big nuisance for the Dignitas team. Once again, no BKB is being picked up for the Weaver, and he is actually going to go for crit. You kind of already have crit with the Geminate attack, but I guess he's just not very worried about this blinding light. 80% mischance, that's something I would be worried about if I was Weaver. But he's just going to go for as much straightforward damage as he possibly can get his hands on. Meantime, Scandal in his top lane has been pushing as well. He is farmed as hell as well. Wait, that is not Scandal. I did not click on him. I thought I clicked on him, but turned out I just had the Weaver selected. I'm like, how did he get this much? No, he doesn't have anything. He has his Ultimate Orb, 3200 in the bank. They're going to find Bullier Brain. Tides, you do not want to be right there. Looks like the Life Stealer doesn't want to be there either. Vigos is going to get silent. Illusory Orb going to fly through. Vigos should be completely fine. The Beetle's still on him. Universe, unfortunately, with not enough damage to kill him off before that BKB is ended. But that's the last charge of the BKB, now down to 5 seconds. And Fog still in the wings, going to throw out some Illusory Orbs. Universe, though, is going to get a lot of farm with the Daedalus now up. Yeah, screw the MKB. You don't need to deal with that blinding light. Just attack through it and hope that the 20% of your attacks get through are going to crit and then have Geminate attack on them, and it's going to hurt. The Dignitas are trying to make a push versus Empire. It's very, very difficult to do with Keeper on the other end, with Nature's Prophet on the other end. They need to initiate a fight. Oh no, Vigos. Fog. He's in a little bit of an odd situation. He's going to blink himself out of there. He's going to be just fine. His initiation, yeah, it is up here onto Bullier Brain. He's silenced, however, he now can get his rage off. The more familiars being summoned, and the damage from the familiar is going to do enough to kill Bullier Brain. The Death Ward has been dropped, however, it is now stopped. Scandal is going to get worked over by Universe, who is still alive. Doesn't have his ultimate available to him, but it's 2 down in exchange for 1. Dignitas losing the initiation from the Clockwork. However, Universe is still very much so alive. Going to stand still. He's completely spotted out as well. The Mana Leak is going to do a little bit of work onto Universe with the impetuses. Won't be enough. Tide's going to get the stun onto Go Black, and now the 3 familiars are going to return. They're going to do some heavy damage to Go Black, and he is going to drop so very quickly. However, yeah, he's going to drop as well. Universe is going to make his way out of there yet again. Going to pop out the Man Style, do as much damage as he can to Vigos. The stun onto Vigos, and then the instant Hex, and then Aoi with the Soul Assumption, getting a double kill. 33 to 29. Empire, the only one alive, is the Keeper Light, who is currently on the run from Universe. Universe surviving there for so long. Weaver is just an unkillable monster. Didn't even have the time lapse for that fight, yet he was constantly in the middle of everything, constantly dishing that damage out. And the crit, I don't know if he got hit by the blinding light, but the crit really did work. Fog, especially with a really fast sheep stick, locking down the Queen of Pain before she could blink herself out of there. And really, I feel the biggest part of that fight was Aoi with his familiars. I said before, if you keep those familiars alive, if you do micro them well, then they could do a lot for you. And that's exactly what we saw. He waited even when Go Black was right about here. He waited to stomp the familiars for them to actually burn their damage charges beforehand, and that did a lot of damage to Go Black, but brought him down to about half HP, and then he got stunned, and then he got more stuns on the Queen of Pain. So Aoi, with the control, with the micro, really delivering some high quality Visage play for us today. And now after that fight, I would expect Dignitas starting to take the lead. Yes, you can see both Gold and Experience starting to swing their way. Let's see if they can keep this up, however, because that fight mostly went their way because they took out Bullier Brain very early, and that won't happen all the time, because Bullier Brain is going to have that infest option available to him. Last time he was all alone in the forest, so he obviously had nothing to infest to. And Empire did get initiated upon, and they fought that mostly as a 4v5 for the entirety of that fight. Dignitas looking like they want to get a smoke going. Oh no, you do not want to go there, Scandal! Scandal, no! Scandal, please! Hookshot is cancelled, actually, as Puck does blink forward, but Scandal is hex up. He's gonna die regardless of the mech. There's the Dream Coils, was the hookshot onto Scandal. There's the Death War doing some heavy damage to Lower Brain, who's gonna instantly kill off Tides. However, no, Tides somehow surviving. How are you alive? The horses are going to come through and kill him. Universe going to time lapse all of that Illuminate damage. The Go Black is going to try to be brought down. The nuke from the Visage will be enough. Universe extending his kill streak to 18 now. Vigas and Blower Brain on the run. Going to be spotted out by Universe, going to get silence onto Vigas, preventing him from blinking away. The crit, oh my god, Vigas dropping so low on HP, should be fine, however. And another good exchange for Dignitas. Got the initiation, picked off one from the very get-go, and Empire still insisting on fighting that. Yes, Bully Brain does a lot of damage, and Queen of Pain does some pretty good damage as well. But you cannot underestimate this damage coming out from the Weaver. Now 3,300 gold on him. Might be a butterfly, although he will just hold that empty inventory slot because he has a Roshan Aegis to pick up. Could solo this with now the double damage being picked up from him. Puck is going to initiate a solo kill onto Silence. It's going to be very risky for him. He's going to Illusory Orb jaunt out of there. He's going to be just fine. No, Vigas still on the chase. Mana Leak onto Fog. He's slowed down. He does not have his Blink Dagger available to him. Does have it now. He will not make it. The Illuminate does hit pretty hard on Fog. There's the initiation from Way Too Sexy. With Silence is going to take a lot of damage from the Familiars. He's going to drop. Vigas from the PKB even now popped, although Scandal is stunned. He's going to drop as well. Vigas trying to blink on out of there. Is there enough lockdown? There's another Grave Chill onto Vigas. The blink will not happen because of that Silence. And another kill for Dignitas. 3 for 0 right there. And the Empire have had enough. GG. Very, very well played by Dignitas. Getting Universe as much space as he needs. And then just like plowing to town Empire at every single turn. Empire, unfortunately, getting picked off before those fights actually happened. So there wasn't really a real 5v5 fight, but even so, Dignitas, with their control from these familiars, from Aoi, with the constant damage, the unkillable Weaver on top of that, and then the initiation from Way Too Sexy. Suicidal initiation, yes, but initiation nonetheless. It all worked out, and they managed to bring down the powerhouse that is Empire. And Dignitas, the verdict on Witch Doctor, not worth it. The ultimate did a lot of damage, but I don't think it brought anything to the table that any other support hero could have brought to the table. However, it worked. So I guess no harm, no foul. Thanks for watching, guys. Game number 2 is going to come up right after this. GG.